age, business has changed the way commerce is done the world over, with entrepreneurs having the chance to reach millions of their target market in less time than ever, and also to get instant feedback, especially with the advent of the internet and social media. It's going to be all about the modern day business of beauty, wellness, and much more today on Moments. Valente, how you doing, girl?
I'm good.
Looking good.
Thank you. You look lovely. I love your hair. Gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
I'm so excited about today's episode and the topic that we're talking about because, you know, like you said in the beginning, the ability to spread your markets instantly and also to get instant feedback, of course, with internet and specifically with social media. You know, you see the magic of people who are based here having their work seen all across the globe, and people from other parts of the country interacting with each other, and, you know, commerce is being exchanged, YouTubers, you know, the ability to put out content on your own, on social media, on YouTube. I mean, now you don't have to have so much money to be able to do anything. You don't. It's brilliant.
I mean, I also find it fascinating, the fact that, you know, you can, I know someone who literally, I was watching YouTube the other day, and there was a girl who says she hates leaving her house. She has some kind of like social anxiety. So she makes her whole income just from, you know, creating beauty content on YouTube and lifestyle content. And that really is a way, like you're saying, people can reach across, you know, the world. You know, you can earn foreign currency. It's actually quite glamorous and quite exciting. There's, you know, our guests, you know, are examples of people who've actually utilized these platforms to make, you know, really healthy, substantial incomes, which is something I would love to learn how to do. So I'm excited to meet them. Yeah, most definitely.
No, and I'm really excited about today's episode and the topic for today, because we're going to be talking to two business owners that have been able to use the emergence of the internet and also social media to make a livelihood for themselves. Now, our first guest is Yemisi. She's the co-founder of the acclaimed and also very, very popular YouTube page, Battabox, and she will be our first guest. Welcome back to Moments Nigeria. Now, our first guest is Yemisi. She's a creative consultant with experiences in publishing, film production, digital media, as well as project and artist management. She's a former producer of Moments with Mo, and she co-founded Battabox.com, an online local video for Nigerians, together with Christian Purfoy, a former CNN correspondent for West Africa. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Thank
you very much.
Does it feel like in some way you're kind of indirectly coming back home?
You know, it's weird, you know, especially there's a new producer, is also called Yemisi, so there's always something about Yemisi's here. Well, thanks for having me.
But you used to produce Moments with Mo, like when Moments with Mo was still at City Mall,
yeah,
right?
That was almost 10 years ago.
Okay.
Wow,
yeah.
Wow.
And now you've come back and you're producing, and you also co-founded Battabox, which is new age content producing.
Yes, just a different way of doing things, basically.
What made you even decide to start this with Christian?
You know, it was interesting, actually. I think Christian and I love, well, basically we could see all the different possibilities of content that there was in Nigeria. It was just so clear to see, and for us, we would discuss it, we would chat about it, and all the different and funny things that we were basically seeing every day. So it was a no-brainer to basically just, actually, you know what, I digress. When we started, we didn't start it as Battabox.
Okay.
Christian had this bright idea to start off a live internet channel at a time when nobody had internet. So I was like, what are you talking about? He goes, oh no, it would be really great. We'd have like a live news channel, but just for the internet. In 2007, when people didn't even have smartphones and there was no Wi-Fi hardly anywhere. And I just looked at him, and I was pregnant then, so I think my hormones were doing crazy things to my brain, because ordinarily I should have said, no, I don't think it's a good idea. But we went ahead and did it and failed miserably. But we did it, and we had 4 people watch us once when Occupy Nigeria was on. Okay. That was like the best thing we ever did. And after that, we just thought, you know what, this live TV, live internet, it wasn't going to cut it at the time. Yeah. And I mean, look now, you have Facebook Live and Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. You guys were ahead of your time. We were pioneers.
Fully ahead of our time, you know. And then we decided to just go with presenter-led channel instead. Batta is talking drum, which is information, ways of getting information, and a box of TV, so it's Battabox. So information box. That's how that
very, very clever. Well, now you know you guys have come a long way. You have over 72,000 subscribers and over 30 million views. Yeah, so that's definitely huge. So you know, people say, you know, in terms of business, online is where it's at. That's where you know that's the new gold mine where you can make so much money. You know, TV viewership is declining. So in terms of monetizing content, you know, what would you say about that, and how's that been?
You know, it's interesting that people always jump on the bandwagon, you know. I mean, we've been doing this for 6 years.
Wow.
And when we started, of course, we had an idea that somewhere down the line we would be able to make some money some way, somehow. But we didn't start it with the intention of, you know, we're going to make money tomorrow and just be rich. That wasn't it. We started it because we wanted to showcase a lot of content from Nigeria to the world. And that's why we started doing what we're doing. Obviously, as time went on, with YouTube partnership, you can earn off YouTube. But you need to have like a lot of views, like millions of views to make anything substantial.
Because I think it's like, isn't it like a cent per 10 views? Like, it's ridiculous.
1,000 views more like,
Really?
You need, you're not going to become a millionaire or rich by just taking your stuff on YouTube and, you know.
I'm so happy you're saying this. I think there's this impression that people sometimes have that you'll just quickly do a video in your bedroom and, you know, by next month you'll be earning $10,000 checks.
I mean, well, it's possible, you know? If, you know, you get like 20 billion people to watch that video that you made in your bedroom, and something about it might just go viral. But the truth is that if you ask most people that are on YouTube, it's dedication, it's love, and, you know, and that's why they're doing so well now. I mean, if you ask to see Yemisi or any one of the people doing well, they didn't start this journey last week. They started it a while ago. So yes.
You know, I want to talk a little bit about the content on Battabox, because you guys are brilliant. I mean, whether it's the Battabox DIY show that you have where you help someone who's in need, you know, physically challenged, a homeless person, and you literally give them a makeover of their life. And the opposite extreme where you're talking to people and asking them whether they when they're having sex, they have protection. You know, so there's this wide variety of content on your show, and I want to talk a little bit about the process and how you guys brainstorm that.
Basically, that's really it. Give it a try and see if it works, to be honest with you. Some things do and some things don't. There's some of the things that we do that are like passion projects. So for me, the DIY squad is just a passion project. I've always enjoyed watching all these DIY home makeover type things. It always makes me cry watching from abroad. And I looked around, I just thought, you know, there's so many people that would benefit from something like this. And we just thought, well, why not? You know, there's nothing. And the great thing about the way we work is because we produce content very cheaply. And so we can just go out and do something. We don't carry about like a huge crew or anything, as you can probably tell when you're watching it online. And so, so that was a passion project of mine, and we went away to see how it would work. And when we started, we just realized just how many people there were out there that needed help. But on the other hand, though, we have a team, so we meet every Monday, and everybody just throws their ideas out onto the table, and then we go for it, we try it. You know, we're trying to switch things up a little bit. We have to always stay innovative, because since we were the first,
you have a lot of copycats.
I like the way you emphasize the first.
I just have to. We started this whole thing. We were there before Pulse, before Nige.com, before anybody. And what's happened essentially is that they just kind of like, they wait for our direction and then they move. So we just we have to keep switching it up, and that's what we try to do.
Speaking of switching it up, I know that you've done a movie, Two Angry Men.
Well,
so can you tell us a bit more about that? Because it seems like this movie making thing is, you know, it's a huge, just a runaway train at the moment.
That actually is that James and Harry, who are the two angry men, so we came up with Two Angry Men, and we featured them on our platform right from the very beginning. But they're their own people. And that's the great thing about our platform, actually, because it is a platform, and we have the people that are on our platform. And so they went away and decided they were going to make a movie. And so on their own, with support from us, you know, I'm not going to take any credit for what they've been able to do for themselves. So they've been able to go away and make this movie, and to put the trailer on. So we're just as excited as everybody else to watch it. Well, Battabox is where they came out of, so obviously we're giving them all the support.
Do you find, though, Yemisi, that a lot of the content that does really well on your platform is comedy? Or are we becoming a bit more? Because I find that, you know, like you were saying, unfortunately what happens is in Nigeria, which is I think anywhere in the world, you know, when someone sees a formula works, we like to replicate it. And the Battabox, you know, Vox Pops were hilarious. You would get ones, I remember there was one you did outside of the country where I think you asked who's the president, and people just, the responses were like, how do you not know? And but it was funny. And then that became replicated, where people basically Voxes that make people look kind of silly. But now you're doing other types
of... You know, when we started, we never set out to make anybody look stupid. That was never our intention. So even till now, it's one thing that we don't do, is that we don't go out to embarrass anybody at all about anything. Most of our Vox Pops are actually quite sincere, genuine questions. Like, you know, we would ask, you know, would you use a sex toy? Sincerely, you know.
But is it the type of people that, because I feel like sometimes you ask certain people and they look like they'll give a funny answer and then they give a funny answer.
No, I guess what it is for us is that we ask whoever it is, they will answer.
Yeah, okay.
Ultimately, you know, there are lots of other people from different demographics that we would love to ask questions to, but they're all in their cars. You can't get them you can't find them on the streets to talk to, unfortunately. So that's. Well,
Yemisi, thank you so much for coming on here and talking to us about new age business. You've certainly inspired me. I'm thinking of, you know, thinking up some $1 million idea using the internet. Let's check out a video by our second guest, Dimma Umeh, who is a YouTube beauty sensation.
The new age business. With the advent of social media being a major driving force behind new age business, several Nigerians have been cashing in on the vast potential of tools such as YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and the likes. One of these thriving Nigerians is beauty, fashion, and lifestyle vlogger Dimma Umeh, the creator of the YouTube channel called That Igbo Chick. We visited Dimma at a workstation where the magic goes down.
Welcome to my house, EbonyLife TV. Come on in, let me show you guys where the magic happens. This here is my workspace. This is my filming room. This is where I make my videos. I don't alternate between here and the bedroom. I used to make my videos in my bedroom when I started, but I have a whole studio to myself. So this is where I film and edit. In this end right here, I have my camera, my tripod, and I film with natural light. As you guys can see, I have a ring light for backup sometimes, but this is a table where I do most of my filming. I have this chair right here where I sit. You guys can see this thing that I have here. These are PR boxes that I have received of recent. These are packages that I have to unbox and review for companies and brands on my channel. On this end here, I have my computer and I do my editing here. So I film and then I move over to this end to edit. I have a little board here where I have things that I need to remember. These are basically Final Cut shortcut commands that I have to remember for when I'm editing. I have something here for my weight because I am watching my weight. I'm trying to lose weight, so I'm keeping track. And then this is a to-do list. I have my printer here for printing out things and my little plant. So yeah, this is where the magic happens.
Dimma Umeh uses her YouTube channel and blog to share beauty tips, travel, and lifestyle, her very uttermost passion. Her YouTube channel has more than 100,000 subscribers, her videos having garnered a total of almost 4 million views.
Today's video is going to be on this pair of lashes that I have on right now. You guys keep asking me questions on where you can get this here in Lagos, and I have all the tea for you people today. I'm going to tell you guys where you can get this, how much it sells for, and just what I like about it, how it wears and all of that. So if you want to know about this pair of lashes that I have on right now, please keep watching.
Welcome back to Moments Nigeria. Today on the show, we're talking about the new age business, and our second guest is Dimma Umeh. She is the creator of a YouTube channel formerly called That Igbo Chick. She started her channel in 2012 and has since received almost over 4 million views, and she has over 100,000 subscribers. Welcome to the show, Dima.
Welcome, gorgeous lady. Your makeup is popping.
Thank you. Which, if it wasn't, I think both of us would be like, yeah, just a YO person. But no, the reason why I say that is because I think a lot of YouTubers, you know, you see the pictures, you see the videos, but when you see the makeup in person, and even for a lot of makeup artists, it doesn't look as good.
Yes,
so what inspired you to even start this channel in 2012 when it wasn't even popular or cool to do so?
Okay, I think that my whole thing with beauty, it actually started out with having bad skin.
Okay.
I used to have very, very bad skin, and I have acne, and I'll break out a lot. And then as young as I was, you know, I thought that, you know, the thing to do was to try to cover it up, you know. But then I tried to start covering it up. I'll get foundations. You know, I just started using all these things with the hopes that they were going to cover up. It took me a while to realize that for your makeup to actually look good, your skin had to look good as well. But then with all of that, I just developed a genuine interest when it came to beauty. And I loved it. I started creating looks. You know, I started out by getting compliments from friends and family, people around, and they'd be like, your makeup looks nice. And then I was like, okay. And everything I know about makeup, I didn't go to makeup school for one day. I learned off YouTube.
Wow.
So I'd been watching these people and I was really admiring them, and people would ask about my makeup and I'll be like, okay, I'm going to start a blog to show you guys what I have done. So I started out by I started my blog in 2012, started with the name That Igbo Chick.
Yeah, we all remember.
Yeah. And I started by just posting pictures of finished looks and then listing everything that I have used. But, you know, with that, you know, the blog started gaining traction, but then people wanted to see me do it. Yeah. You know, it wasn't about just listing products. They wanted to see me do it step by step. And I'm just generally a very shy person. I just couldn't imagine like starting a channel, but then people just kept on pushing me to, and I started a YouTube channel. I just got a camera mounted, I talked to it, and took off. Yeah.
Fantastic. And you know, I have to ask you, in terms of YouTubers, there's a lot of famous YouTubers abroad, like Jackie Aina, who's the US one, and Patricia Bright, who's from the UK, and a lot of people know. And you know, it seems like they live such glamorous lives. They go on these PR-sponsored trips. I saw one that I think Jackie went to, I think it was LA with YSL.
She's gone to so many places.
There are a lot of them. So I just want to know, you know, as a Nigerian YouTuber, do you think such opportunities exist here in Nigeria for what you're doing?
Right now they don't. Will it be in the near future? I think it will, because I feel like a lot of people have, and a lot of people have actually put effort into it. YouTube currently is doing some things to just kind of educate brands with what YouTubers are doing. And the whole thing you see with Jackie and Patricia is, you know, people might just look at it and be like, they're getting all of this for free. But then at the end of the day, the brands know what they are doing. It's all influencer marketing. It's all building this buzz around your brand. It's all of that. And some brands here still, they don't really understand it. They just can't get past certain things that they feel like, I don't know, a lot of them just can't get past the free, we're giving you this, like it's just a very different ballgame.
So they don't see the value that you bring to it.
They don't see the value that influencers bring. And that's one thing that I see people actively trying to educate brands now. You know, they can't, like, you know, you talk to people with brands, okay, some of them can't really get past the fact that they are giving you one lipstick for free. And I'm like, this lipstick for free is going to double into this much sales for you. You know, but then they don't really look at it like that.
Now, Dima, I know you do this full time, so you're saying that still brands are struggling, so it hasn't gained as much traction. So how do you actually monetize your content?
Okay, so with YouTube, the videos itself, you know, when you go to YouTube, the ads that play, the videos that play before your video plays, there are little AdSense ads that you see around the videos. Those things you've given YouTube the right to put on your videos. So you make money by, you know, clicks that those kind of ads gain. So I monetize like that. It make you, and then, but most importantly, I make money from brand sponsorship.
That's fantastic. And I have to ask you, you have over 100,000 subscribers, and I'm sure many of them look up to you and they want to do what you're doing. So what advice would you give for anybody out there who's like, oh my God, I see Dima, I admire her so much. I want to be on YouTube. I want to do, you know, beauty videos and lifestyle videos. What advice can you give them in terms of starting and also gaining traction?
I'll just say start, because I feel like a lot of us just get stuck up with the logistics of things, what to do, what I need to have, what I don't need to have. Start with what you have. If you have an iPhone 7, the camera quality is amazing. You can actually mount it somewhere. If you want to get an actual camera, they are the affordable ones, and then there are the DSLRs. Just start, get a tripod, go to ShopRite, go to Game. I know they sell tripods there. Mount it and then start. And then to gain traction, I'll just say employ like all the other social media accounts that you have heavily, especially Instagram. When you create a look, post it, you know, tag brands. And then when these brands see that you've used their products, they would repost. And this is just exposing you to new people on a daily basis.
That's so brilliant. Thank you so much, Dima, for coming on the show.
So nice
watching your YouTube channel so my makeup can be as popping as yours. Thank you so much, Dima.
Welcome back to Moments Nigeria. Our topic today is the new age business. And in a nutshell, Bonanle, I think I need to start a side hustle that, you know, makes use of the online space, social media, because I think it's really a space that is very lucrative, and, you know, it can even just be done in your spare time and still yield amazing rewards. I mean, hearing Dima talk about what she does, how she started, and how she's been able to monetize.
You're monetizing in Forex. You're not monetizing in local currency.
Hey, holla!
Forex is the way forward, baby.
It really is.
It's the way forward.
No,
but on the real, I think, no pun intended, sincerely, I think what's interesting is that, though, a lot of people are online, but they are online not for monetizing.
Yes.
So for example, some people have YouTube channels, but they've never clicked the monetize button.
Yes.
Because there's a button that you actually have to click on.
No, but not everybody. You have to have a certain number of views before you can even be eligible to monetize. That's another thing.
Sometimes, but then also sometimes you can't, not always, not really, Tallulah, because I know, for example, like when I started my YouTube channel, because I did one on how to lose weight without working out, you can go check that out.
Moi lifestyle.
Yeah, the Moi lifestyle, and I explained it. You know, I was able to monetize that video, and it was my very first one. But it was because it had no third-party content.
Okay.
So I think it's just important that when you start something like this, you know, if you're, maybe some people are also not starting it for monetizing. So it depends on the reasons why you started.
Yeah, but I mean,
it does depend.
If you're looking for a business, because people say, I want to do a side hustle, but I don't have startup capital, I don't have, you know, I can't go and get a loan from the bank. This is the way you can have a side business with very low startup cost. Like Dima was saying, if you have a phone, your iPhone, whatever kind of phone, you can use your phone, get a cheap tripod and just start making videos. You never actually know where it'll lead you.
Exactly. All right, well, on that note, we hope that you have been really, really educated, and we hope that this will inspire any one of our viewers at home to start a side hustle and to start doing something with your time, with your phone, and anything that you're passionate about. You know, content is the new oil. That's what we're saying. Everybody knows it. So make sure that you go out there and create amazing content. Thank you so much for joining us on another exciting episode of Moments Nigeria. We will see you next time, and remember,
if you can think it, you can do it.